What's up, you guys? Decided to do another quick video. This one probably, I say quick, this one will kind of transition into the next video. It is bow season, and we only have, maybe 2 weeks from Saturday until muzzleloading opens up. But I have gotten some pictures from the camera we put up, and I'm just too excited to wait until muzzleloading to start trying to hunt some of these bucks. We have 2 to 3 good bucks coming in. One, he's public enemy number 1 for us, and he's at least a 10 point. I wouldn't doubt, if he has a few little kickers or something like that. I'm gonna, try to insert these pictures either after this little spiel or throughout the video. But anyways, he's a nice buck. Now, he doesn't have a lot of width, but he has some height to him, and he doesn't have a lot of mass. But I mean, still, he's got some horns on him. Then there's another one that it is a 10 point. Now, the picture that I'll have on here is a little bit harder to see than the previous buck. This 10 point, he came in right before dark. I mean, it was still shooting light, and he has a heavier rack, it looked like. And if anything, I'll put a couple of the pictures that I zoomed in, and I was able to count, how many points he had just on that one side. At first, after I seen the other buck, I got thinking, well, maybe this is him, but there's just too much mass on the horns, I think, to be him. Plus, the tines don't look as long in the picture. But then again, how the flash was, and it still being light outside, his horns kind of blend in with the grass. Other than that, we have a big 8 point as well. And when I say a big 8 point, I mean, y'all will see. He doesn't have a lot of mass, but his horns are tall. They look fairly wide. I know it's not the same buck as the first buck we seen. Well, I showed y'all, just because that first buck that I showed y'all was at least a 10 point. And you can tell because his horns forked at the very end. And that 8 points from the picture that I have of him, it does not. Now, that camera, it's, new to me, so I've been having to tweak with it a little bit and figure out, what's the best possible way to take some pictures with it, and what settings do I need to customize and swap around, this and that. And I think we have it figured out. But we're going to try to run up there tomorrow, I'm wanting to say. Yeah, we're going to try to run up there tomorrow and put some more feed out. I got some of that. Well, I ain't going to say what feed I'm using. I will say I used, that Salt Lick and that Mineral Block. And then we had some apple corn we put out. That was the first time. And then the second time there was a feed that I'm not going to share right now. But then I used that Sweet Beets. It's like that crushed beet powder, purple-ish red or whatever. Used that, and then I filled up the feeder that we pulled the battery out of, filled it up, and with about 70 pounds of corn. And I have been getting pictures non-stop since I finally figured out, the whole ordeal with the camera. We did have to move it last I went. Let's see, we did all that Saturday, and then I went back up there like Tuesday, I believe, because I was getting frustrated. I was like, man, how have I not got any pictures? You know, I went back up there, and I also realized like my camera settings were really weird how I had them set, so I had to change those. I moved where the camera was to another spot, and which first things I started getting pictures of was some really fat coons. That there's 4 of them hanging out. There's one hanging from the feeder. I'll try to insert that picture if I still have it. But yeah, we got it figured out, and got a bunch of does coming in. We got, without just those 3 bucks, there's at least 2 to 3 more bucks, maybe more, that haven't seen, because the only buck that I've seen multiple times now, even though it was within the same 24 hours, was the big buck. Now there was another decent little buck. He was a bit of a stud for his size. If I can find the picture, I'll also insert that. But I do kind of want to put a couple of videos of the biggin in this video, and but I mean, this is just a quick check-in video, kind of let y'all know, you know, what's going on. But in closing, I plan on today going to get some more feed for tomorrow. We are going to go grab the crossbow from my dad's. We're going to take it up to the neighbors. We're going to make sure it's sighted in. And then tomorrow, which I should have an early day off work, and only downside is I can't really stay too late hunting because I got to be up pretty dang early on Saturday. I got to be up at, I think, like 3:30 to try to get to the yard so I can get ready to head up to Little Rock to pave. But yeah, we are going to definitely hunt Sunday. I don't know if we're going to hunt just afternoon or if we'll hunt morning too. It's a tough call, just because that one first good 10 point, he came in, like I said, you know, right before dark. And the other buck, right now, he's only coming in, you know, at, I can't remember the timestamp on the picture. I mean, it might be like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, or a little bit earlier than that. So we're not going to do some illegal stuff, try to get him. Can't do it. But I'm debating to wait for muzzle loading, just for the fact that if that big one that I really want isn't coming in during the daytime, then do I really need to waste my time going there during the daytime? Which, I mean, I might get lucky, I might catch them slipping up. But on top of all this, if y'all pay attention to the pictures, y'all can scroll back and watch them again. If you look at the necks of a couple of those bucks, to me, they look like they're starting to swell. And to all my other deer hunters out there, we all know what happens when that neck starts to swell. These jokers start getting dumb. And, I mean, there's some that they still stay pretty smart, which that bigger one, he probably didn't get that big by being dumb. But, like I kind of told y'all in the previous video, this land hasn't really been hunted too hard for the past couple years. So the deer somewhat feel safe, I guess, hanging out there. And that's all about to change this deer season. Because I'll tell y'all one thing, Brandon's about to lay some down. And if we don't tag out on at least bucks, then I'm going to be disappointed in ourselves. Now, also, again, I already know I said I was closing, but we are going to attempt to get our first bow kill, because I've never killed anything with a bow. I have an old compound. I need a new one. So I'm going to use my dad's crossbow. It'd be my first bow kill regardless. And so if we excel and complete that challenge of getting my first bow kill with that crossbow, then I promise y'all we will move it up either this season if we still have a tag, or next season to use a compound to take one down. And I mean, also, like 60% of y'all aren't even subscribed. Hit that subscribe button. Come on. Hit that thumbs up. Say something in the comments, whatever. Hell, I don't care. But just let y'all know, if things start picking up, I have a spot up in Missouri that it's too late this season for me to do it, but next season, I promise y'all, if this channel grows to where I can, afford the time to go up there, I have a spot in Missouri that I'm about 75 to 85% sure I'm allowed to go hunt. I just have to buy an out-of-state license. But that will just make our season a little bit longer and put a little bit more meat in the freezer, and maybe we'll see a little bit more horns. And the spot is a farm. So, again, hit that subscribe button. Come join the Dark Pine Outdoors family. And thank y'all for watching this video. And I will, future Brandon, please remember to put in these pictures for the viewers to watch so they can kind of see what the work Saturday was able to do for us.